In 1 year, I made over 100k running my nursery, and I want to show you how I did it. Now, usually in my videos, I never really like to say how much I made running my nursery, as I don't really like helping or supporting people that want to run a nursery just to make a lot of money. As the most important thing for me is to help people to create nurseries who really want to support the community and really want to help the children in their area to flourish, and not just to make quick money. But I have to admit, there is a lot of money in childcare, and you can make a really good income running your own nursery, as well as doing those things. And the best thing is, it can be a truly passive form of income once you set it up correctly. That is what I want to help you to do. And I will let you in on my secret about how I made over 100k in my first year running my nursery. But first, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel Open Nursery with myself, Kurt Liania, where I support you to run, grow and open your own childcare business. And if you do plan to open your own nursery, then make sure you stick around to the end, where I will show you how I can best support you. But let's get straight to why we're here. I'm going to let you know my secret, what I done in order to make the money I have running my own nursery. These are stuff that I haven't really shared before, and there are some stuff that have laid the foundations to help me run a successful nursery and make a very good income doing so. Now I have to let you know, I never really came from wealth. Single parent household from South London and all of that. So when I made my first 100,000, I was so excited. I actually went to the bank, took most of it out and started taking pictures like this. I felt like I had made it. But even after that point, I was still driven, and it was a long journey to get to this point. Though this was all still within the first year of opening. Prior to opening my first nursery, I had many setbacks. I didn't start with a massive budget, and I planned to open my first nursery within 1 year of starting the planning process, probably where you're at now. However, due to some mistakes that I made, which I will show you how to avoid, it took me almost 2 years to open, which, as you can imagine, was very costly. I wasn't working at the time. I focused fully on opening my own nursery, and I planned my own personal budget just for the 1 year. So as you can imagine, I was very stressed. That's one of the main reasons why I started this channel, and one of the main reasons I created a course you can see behind me. I want to help you to avoid these mistakes and show you how you can open your nursery successfully so that you can start seeing unimaginable returns too. So we'll get into 4 things that I've done which I feel helped me to be successful and help propel me to the income that I wanted. One thing that really helped propel my nursery, especially at the beginning when I had very little reputation and it was a big perceived risk for parents to trust me with their little ones, was by showcasing me and my setting as a unique proposition. To do this, I had to do extensive research into the competition in my area, whether that be the chain nurseries that have many branches throughout the country, or the small independent ones where they potentially just have 1 or 2 nurseries. I looked at what they were doing well and tried to replicate that, and also looked at where they weren't doing as well, to give me areas where I could show that my nursery was different to theirs. After doing research, I came up with 2 key areas which helped me to be unique and stand out from the competition. Some of you may know my first nursery was in my house. This could be seen as a positive or a negative to parents, depending on how I market myself and how I brand myself. Though, as you can imagine, I span it as a very, very big positive. What I noticed from research was that the childcare providers in my area that were small didn't have the perceived professionalism as the larger ones in the area. So for example, their website wasn't as good, their marketing wasn't as good, and some of the resources they used sometimes wasn't as good as the larger chains that usually had a bigger budget. So that's why I tried to differentiate it from the smaller nurseries. Plus, the larger chains couldn't offer the personal experience or touch that I could being a smaller nursery. So I played on this. All my marketing was around being a professional nursery but in a small, cozy environment, and the parents loved it. I marketed that the children would get the same perceived education and experiences as they would in a larger nursery, but in a safer and more homely environment. This is how I made my nursery appear unique. This led to me getting so many inquiries in my first year, and I was sold out very soon after opening. I also had a more practical uniqueness too, in the fact that I opened earlier than any other nursery in my area. As it was in my home, I was able to do this comfortably. I remember I used to have one parent that used to travel over 10 miles just to use my nursery, and we was only small, which is one of the advantages of being unique. So when you are creating a nursery, think of ways that you can show parents that you are unique and different to what's currently being offered. The second key way that has led to me being successful and me reaching an income that I'm happy with is by investing in the key part of your business, your staff, and by building them into your vision. I wanted my nursery to be successful for not only me, but my staff too. Your staff are your biggest asset, and you can't run your nursery without them. If they're happy and passionate about your nursery, this will spread to all areas of your business. So I let them know my goals and my aims from the start as soon as I even interviewed them. And I only hired people that believed in the vision and were excited about joining the journey with me. I then tried to support them whilst they were here in all areas of their lives, whether that be personal or career-wise. This led to me getting dedicated staff who genuinely supported me and my business and were willing to go the extra mile. You have to incorporate your staff into your vision, as you can't build a nursery without them. The third thing that I feel has led to my success and will help you to be successful in running your nursery is to sell your vision. Once you have your vision, you need to believe in it and sell it to every single person that you meet. When you show people your passion, it will spread. Parents could see I was really passionate about children and creating a nursery that really benefited their child. They knew my goals for the nursery when they started and became my biggest supporters, even after their children had left. I still get referrals from parents who joined my nursery from the very beginning, whose child might be 9, 10, 11 years old now, and it's a very humbling feeling. It's also financially beneficial too. If parents are passionate about you and believe in your vision, they will sell the nursery for you, which does help to save a lot on your marketing. Though you shouldn't just be selling your vision to parents. You need to sell it to everyone that you meet. Speak to everyone you meet about your vision, from family members to your local shopkeeper. This will just lead to more and more referrals. In my area, I tried to create a little community where we all support each other's businesses. So if someone needed childcare, I would be recommended by them. And if I spoke to someone that could use their services, I would recommend them too. This really helped, especially as running your own business and being your own boss can be isolating. So having people to speak to doing a similar thing can be so important, especially when things get stressful. If you want a community of people that are looking to set up their own nursery, then you can join the Facebook group, Nursery Owners UK. It's got over 2,000 members and can use it to answer any questions that you might have about running your own nursery. My fourth and final tip to make you successful is to live humbly and save. I was young when I took the money out to take pictures, but I did put it straight back into the bank and did not touch it for personal use. I could have felt like I made it there and then splashed out, but instead I saved and I waited. Because of this, I was able to take advantage of an opportunity that came up randomly, which allowed me to expand. I just landed back into the UK and turned on my data, and I got a notification saying that a large new building, which was suitable for a nursery, was available in my area. At this point, I wasn't even looking to expand. I was enjoying running 2 nurseries at the time and making a good income, but I felt like it was a God-given opportunity. The building wasn't cheap and required a lot of work to make it up to standard. But as I had saved very well previously, I was able to acquire the building with no real stress, and I comfortably had enough money for it. This is what I recommend for you. If you want your nursery to have long-term success, then don't make changes to your lifestyle as soon as you start making money. Just wait. You never know how things can change. Situations can change in the business overnight. Having that financial cushion allows you to be adaptable, not only to weather any storms, but to also take advantages of opportunities that may arise. Though I'm going to give you one extra tip which helped me to be successful, and that is to market like hell. This is a key thing that can help you to be successful, and you shouldn't be shy to do so. In the beginning, where you potentially have more time, you should be trying to market in every way possible and as much as possible. When I started, I tried so many different types of marketing and then reduced it as I grew to the ones that worked for me. Why is this important? Because every business and every field is different. What works for my nursery might not work for yours, and vice versa. Plus, the nursery field is unique. Each customer acquisition, so every parent that signs up, could net you a yearly income of £12,000. That means for each new parent that signs up, your returns will be roughly £12,000. And unless you're extremely bad at marketing, it will cost you nowhere near that amount to advertise to that parent. Not many other fields will get you that much return from a single customer. So make sure you invest in your marketing and don't be afraid to test out and try out new things. Hand out flyers, do open days, create a website, get on social media, try as much as possible and try to do them reliably and consistently to test whether it's working for you. Then filter out the ones that aren't really helping and aren't helping you see a return on your investment. If you're struggling for any ideas to help market your nursery, then make sure you get this book, 99 Proven Ways to Market Your Childcare Business. As the title says, it contains 99 different ways that you can use to help market your nursery and get more children. It's broken down into sections so you can find free ways, unique ways, plus lots and lots more. It's available now on Amazon, so if you want support marketing your nursery, make sure you get a copy. But those are my key tips which I know will help you to be successful in running your own nursery and help you to reach your financial goals and making more money than you can ever imagine. Though, as I've always stressed, it's not always about the money, but it is a nice added benefit to be able to help develop children in your area and help create job opportunities. Now, if you want to join the ever-growing field and start your own successful nursery business, creating jobs in your area, developing children, and giving you the freedom that comes with being your own boss, and also make some decent money doing so, then you're in luck. Today you can get access to the complete guide, not only teaching you what you need to do to open up your own nursery, but showing you too. It is the best and most comprehensive guide in the UK teaching you how to open your own nursery. It has helped a number of people to open up already, and you could be next. Just click the link in the description to find out more. But don't delay. As you can see, it's already discounted from £997 to £249.99. But this discount is due to expire. Did you know you can also pay for the course in installments, paying just £20 a month, making it even easier and affordable to get started opening your own nursery? Just click the buy membership button you can see here in order to pay in installments. The course takes you step by step through all the things you need to do in order to open your own nursery, and by the end of it, by completing the steps, you'll be a proud business owner. But don't just take my word for it. Check out some of the reviews that you can see on the screen now. Though, as you've stuck around this long, I do want to give you an extra discount just to sweeten the deal and make enrolling a no-brainer. Regardless of whether you've made it in time to get the course at a super low price of £249.99, or you've missed out on it and it's higher now, you can still get an extra 10% off the course using discount code YouTube1. Just input YouTube1 when you get to the checkout page. So head over there right now, and I mean right now, to get started opening your own nursery. Don't be like the many who will do nothing and never achieve their dream. Don't be like the many who will just talk about it. Or don't be like the some who will try and do it by themselves, without the support and without the guidance, and make many mistakes on the way, which will cost them thousands. Do it the right way, with the guidance and support which is offered on the course. You have the desire, now you can do something about it. Enroll in the course now. I look forward to supporting you. God bless.